So, can you tell us a little about yourself, your name, and maybe your grade?
I'm Vincent DeStefano. I'm in 12th grade. I'm 18 years old. I'm going to college.
You know, hobbies or interests?
A little bit in computers, reading, writing, science.
Half Japanese?
Yes, I have.
I enjoy playing drums, definitely. Hanging out with my friends, relaxing. That's about it.
Talia, I'm 17. I'm really weird.
My name is Maria, and I am a mother. What do you want to know about me? I don't know.
I'm 17 years old. I'm taking my driver's test tomorrow, and I love to act.
Lou Bushy. Mr. Lou Bushy, your art teacher. The guy that's going to fail you.
My grandma had a stroke when I was 10. So my parents telling me that was a big deal because she raised me. And she was like the closest person to me besides my friends. So yes.
I had a car accident when I was 17 years old.
It'll probably be this one time when I was in Panama. My dad was arguing with my mother, and I was standing there, and he told me that I might not be his son. So it really hurt, but I just remember it because it kind of shows me that when people are mad, they say things that they don't really mean. Mm-hmm. So I use this as an example of what people might say when they're mad, but they don't actually want to say that.
My brother's suicide.
Why do you choose to remember this?
Very good question.
I mean, it's very depressing.
That is, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great question. I choose to remember it because of the pain that it's caused my family. And I don't ever want to forget that, and I don't ever want to let that happen again.
I remember when I got stitches, which was really...
How'd you get stitches?
I fell into a Lego box.
The death of my grandfather, because that's probably the most... I've never felt a sadness as deep as that before, ever. So I like to remember it.
Why do you think you remember it?
Because it's a sadness that I've never felt before,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't felt since. Like losing someone that you've known to always be alive and to always be there, and then all of a sudden they're gone. I think that's like the I don't know. It's the only truth, and it's sad.
Do I just show it like this and then say what it is?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
A hill, a worm with a tumor.
Is it a hat?
A melting elephant made out of honey.
I think that this is a snake eating I forgot. Eating a sheep, yeah, right. No, it's not. Is it?
Is it a hat?
That looks like a snail.
Snail?
Yeah, a snail. Doesn't look like the other.
Okay, thank you very much.
You hold it this way, it looks like melted wax. You hold it this way, it looks like something dripping off the ceiling. You hold it this way, you don't see it.
And my thirst.
Mm-hmm. Like, you would never be thirsty.
Not really, because I like drinking, like non-alcoholic beverages. Mm-hmm. I like drinking, and I only drink when I'm thirsty, or else it won't go down. So, yeah.
Probably not.
Why not?
Sounds like it could be potentially dangerous.
Yes.
How come?
I see no reason not to.
No,
Why not?
because I like to drink water.
That'd be pretty effective. Yeah, I think I would do that because it would eliminate the problem of, taking time to drink and Drinking is kind of annoying sometimes, you know, you just drink, you don't want to drink, you know, but you have to because you're really thirsty.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if there were no consequences, I actually think I would go for it.
There's no catches. You can still drink water, you can still drink things.
Disease,
No, but you're just...
I'll take it.
But why would you take it?
It's one less thing I have to worry about. One less thing that will bother me.
No, I wouldn't. I enjoy drinking water. It's good.
I'm not a pill person. But if I were a pill person, maybe.
No, because as tough it is sometimes to be thirsty, that satisfaction of satisfying that thirst is just, I wouldn't want to give that up.
Depends on the situation.
I think you have to rely on intuition when you're dealing with relationships and with people and things that actually matter, I'd say. And rely on logic when you have to make like administrative decisions.
I guess with my head, because I'm hoping that I make logical decisions.
Yes, with your head.
Well, with your heart, emotions they change, so probably your head.
Siding with your heart?
In all cases?
Yes.
I think it depends on the situation, but overall I guess you should use your head.
Experiences told me thinking with my head, it's easier to think with your heart.
It depends on the situation, really.
With your heart, because logic isn't always correct.
Depends on the matter. If my opinion is no matter what the mind says, the heart wants what the heart wants. It's all a matter of control and self-restraint and how much of it you have.
I think it's smarter to decide with your head because your heart is your impulse decision, and your brain, you can actually think things through and think about whether they're going to work out or not, whereas your heart might lead you into some painful situations.
Ooh, that's a good question. It's more gratifying to decide with your heart, but it's more intelligent to decide with your head. You'll find out when you fall in love. Definitely.
They can.
But I don't think they lose it. I think they kind of try to suppress it.
If you have the same imagination as you did when you were a kid, why can't you carry that into adulthood?
Yes.
Why do you think that happened? And how did that happen?
Life makes you cynical.
They think that out of responsibility and out of necessity to survive, that it kind of fades away.
I don't think so. I mean, with maturity, your imagination kind of switches, but it's not the same, obviously. It's different.
I think they definitely do because when you're an adult, you kind of have more real world problems that you need to deal with, and you don't really have time to let yourself go to that alternate universe or wherever you used to go when you were a kid and just sit back, relax, and just imagine. So.
I don't remember having an imagination as a child.
Yes, probably.
Are you going to lose that type of imagination?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely think that in a sense because you don't see adults ever taking the same joy that children do out of little things. You don't see them like smiling without reason like you do as children.
Imagination. I like coming up with stuff.
Imagination.
Is it because you lost it as a kid? When you grew up?
No. It has more to do with the fact that I'm a musician and I love jazz.
Logic.
Both, I'd say.
Oh. Logic is important to survive, but imagination is important to dream.
I'd have to go 55-45 imagination.
Imagination.
Probably imagination.
Can you explain?
Not really.
I try very hard not to be a judgmental person.
Do you think people judge you though?
Definitely.
Why do you think that?
Because they check you up and down. They assess you.
Yes. Especially in Roslyn.
Yes.
Do you judge people based on appearances?
I don't think so.
I'd like to say I don't, but I have a feeling that me, along with everyone else, I do judge people based on looks, because even though their personality might not be based off of their looks, it sets a first impression of how you think the person might actually be.
Unfortunately, sometimes, yes.
Do you think people do that to you?
Perhaps, yeah.
I think everyone does a little, right?
Yes. Sometimes. Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Trust.
Trust? Honesty?
Communication.
Compassion, empathy.
Honesty, and yeah, pretty honestly, and trust.
Trust.
To not be selfish.
I would say just to treat people equally, or sometimes even better than they treat you, because if someone treats you badly and you treat them back nicely or the right way, then you never know, they could change one day and treat you back the same way. But you should always treat people with respect and how you would like to be treated.
Probably have to be trust.
I think it's mutual respect for each other.
I think that it's really important to be able to be comfortable with one another and to be able to be yourself. You're not trying to make them believe you're someone you're not, because it won't work out then.
It's trust.
Lovely.
Wealth, to me, is not money, but having everything you want, whether it be happiness, love, friends, actual physical items, stuff like that, having everything you actually want.
You take care of everyone you care
I guess it means not only money, but wealthy and like happiness.
Wealth is love.
The notion of wealth to me means that you're paid for doing something that you love to do and you want to do on a daily basis, and that you're somewhat recognized for it by your peers or somewhere in the world for it.
I can't really come up with a solid definition for wealth.
A successful person is someone that's wealthy, someone that's happy with what they have and don't really want anything else. Not like a content person that's conformed, like someone that's happy, that's actually happy with what they have.
That's too general. I mean...
You can't think of anything that means a lot to you?
Not off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
Health and happiness.
I know you want me to say happiness, but I think wealth is monetary, and my idea of success is to be happy with money, not just to be happy, because that's not possible without money.
Draw your sheet.
You told me you were going to go over these questions. Draw a sheet, huh? Let's see what a sheet looks like. I asked you to draw a sheet. What is this, a joke?
No.
Here's your sheet right there. Okay?
Ça fait des tas de printemps et le printemps fait l'amour. Mon couplet s'est perdu sur les bords d'un jardin. On me l'a jamais rendu et pourtant je sais bien que les amants de Paris m'ont volé mes chansons.